What's good, everybody? This is Noor Hussain Warsi from Learn to Link. So, I'm starting a new series of videos regarding subqueries, which is known to be a kind of tricky concept for all the people who are starting to learn SQL. So, if you follow my videos along, and we will do each and everything step by step, so it will become pretty easy. And this series of videos will be having an examples and each and everything related to the subqueries. So stay connected with my videos. So the agenda for today's video is that we will see what is subquery, the different types of subquery, and use of scalar subquery with where and from clause. So let's get started. So let's first start with the theory part. So subquery is simply a query that is placed inside another query. So just keep it very simple and remember with the name of this subquery, so it is clearly understood that it is a query which is placed inside another query, and it can occur in select, from, and where clauses. It is also called inner query or inner select, and the statement containing subquery is called outer query or outer select. So when we'll go to the SQL Server Management Studio, I'll explain these everything just for your remembrance. So there are basically three types of subqueries. Number one is the scalar subquery, which we are going to discuss in today's video, and that is one of the agenda for today's video. And the other one is multiple row subquery, and the last one is correlated subquery. So what is scalar subquery? So the scalar subquery is a subquery that just returns one row and one column. So let's move to the management studio and see it practically. So here on the management studio, I have got two tables. One is the employee table and other is the department table. So I've got these two tables in which I have employee ID, employee name, salary, department ID, manager ID, and department name columns. And on my department table, I have got the department ID and the department name columns. So after looking the data for these two tables, my supervisor comes in and asks me the question that find the name of the employee whose salary is above than the average salary earned by all the employees. So I'm just putting up a question here. What do we need? We need to find the employee name whose salary is above the average salary earned by all the employees. So here we have to do two things. First, we will find the average salary earned by all the employees. So first we need to find average salary earned by all the employees. So in order to know the average salary earned by all the employees, we will type select average salary from employees. So we got to know that 21,333 is the average salary earned by all employees. So I am just 21,333. So this is the average salary. So now you can see that it is just returning me one column and one row. Now we are putting this into our main query and we'll fetch the result. Now for the part 2, what we need to do, find the employee name whose salary is above the average salary. Now we know that the average salary is 21,333, and the step 2 we need to do, we need to find the employee name, and I can also say department. I did not write the department name here, but we can also know that which employee in which department has the has more salary above the average salary earned by all employees. So find the employee name and department. So now I'll type the query here, select from employee. Now what do we need to do? We need to find the employee name, comma, also the department name from employee. Now I'm writing my subquery with the where clause. So I have put it this scalar subquery in my main query over here, and now we need to know where the salary is greater than this average salary. So first I'll execute this and we'll understand. Okay, so I got the name of the employees and also the department name. So Ali in the IT department has the salary above the average salary earned by all the employees, and Mohsin from the admin department, Shazif from the HR, Mohtashim from finance, and Ahmed from marketing. So these employees are earning more salary, which is more than the average salary earned by all the employees. So I've got the name. So how SQL is executing the query over here? So it is selecting the employee name and department name which we need over here from the table employee. Now I mentioned where the salary is greater than, and if you remember when I wrote this query, so it gave me the average of 21,333. So it means that all these employees here are earning more salary than this average salary. If I type the salary too, so you will get to know even better. Okay, so 21,333 is the average salary, and now you can see that 25,000 Ali, 27,000 Mohsin, 30,000 Shazib, 40,000 Motushim, and 36,000 Ahmed. So these salaries are above than this average salary. So now here we have executed the scalar query in our main query. So this is what I was talking about. This is called the outer query, and this is called the inner query because it is our subquery placed inside the main query. So or you can say that this is a parent query, and in this parent query we have ported this inner query which is fetching the results. After using our scalar subquery with where clause, now we will see how to use a scalar subquery with from clause. So I'll type the query. Object statement is the same. We need to find the employees whose salary is above the average salary earned by all employees. So we know the average salary is 21,333, but we are now executing and going to the last part of today's agenda, that the use of scalar subquery with where and from clause. So I'll start typing select from employee. I'm giving it an alias over here E. Now what do we want? We want to select every record, everything from this. Now we are using the join function. So I know that this query was returning me the average salary, so I'll put it in the join clause. Average salary, I'm giving it alias over here, average salary as average salary on the condition my employee table has salary which is greater than average salary, this salary. So first we'll execute this and then I'll explain you everything. So this is our scalar subquery with the from clause. So how SQL is executing this query over here? We type the query select all, star means all, from employee. I have given it alias over here E. Now I'm using the join statement which is basically a self join. So I'm joining the table with itself, and we know that this query over here is giving us the average value which was this 21,333. So I inserted it as a subquery, and in that I give this average salary and alias sal from employee, and after that I want to give it a alias as average salary, and this is basically our joining condition, which is basically employee table's salary is greater than the average salary, and we also know from this average salary and this alias this salary. So the average salary, this, so the employee table's salary is greater than this salary, which is the average salary. So that's how SQL is executing this query, and it has given me every information because we put it star over here along with this salary, which is the average one, 21,333. So that's how it is executing the scalar subquery. So just to give you a quick recap what we discussed in this video, we discussed what is subquery, which is basically a query inside a query. So this is the query which is placed inside the query, and then we saw the use of scalar subquery. So the scalar subquery is a query we just return one row and one column, which we have seen over here, and we placed this scalar subquery inside an outer query. So this way we have seen that the employees whose salary is greater than the average salary earned by all the employee by using this scalar subquery in this outer query. And then we saw the use of scalar subquery by using the from clause. We used joins in this. For the joins we have the separate videos, everything is there. So we are using a self join in which we are joining the table with itself, that is the employee table, with the employee table as we gave it an alias over here at average salary. So this is basically the joining condition in which we are joining our table. So employee table has the salary greater than the average salary from this average salary over here. So that was all from my side. So I hope you like this video. If you have learned something from the video, a thumbs up would be really appreciated, and subscribe to our YouTube channel and press the bell icon. So keep a very good care of your health. I'll see you in the next video. Until then, bye.